Andrew.
Hello Andrew, hello JP Gold. Hopefully the audio is okay. And we are live. Okie dokie. How's everyone doing? Everyone doing okay? Sounds good, brilliant. Let me know if there's any glitching or anything like that. Fingers crossed the internet holds out tonight. It's held out all day at this rate. Well, towards the end of last stream, Dimophenus requested the Grafspay and the Nuremberg. Now, he may not be here already, but if I crack on with the Grafspay, I hope that's okay with everyone. And then, if he's not here, you can always catch it later when the stream goes up on the channel. So the Grafspay, a German. Oh, good day, name it was. How are you doing? Another hot day in the United Kingdom, I find. So the Grafspay, German heavy cruiser, 11-inch guns. Very strange design from the Germans. Basically, they tried to cram a battleship into a 10,000 ton displacement limit. Ideally, they should have just given her 8-inch guns, but oh well, 11-inch guns it was. Let's take the Deutschland class Panzerschiff out for a game. Yeah, doing alright yourself. I hope everyone else is doing okay. Andrew, Grafspay, I kept making a mistake. It's not a battleship. No, it's definitely not a battleship. She's a cruiser. She's, in order to make the Grafspay fit within the 10,000 displacement limit, they really reduced how much armour they had in reality. Therefore, she's not. She's heavily armed, but armoured. Like she can resist up to 8-inch, but she's not that heavily armoured. So a game of what was it? Domination or Sea of Fortune? Still haven't played this map that much. Fubuki working with a Japard and an Ismail, Mass and working with a Jervis, Bedoini, Flint, and New Mexico. So quite destroyer heavy game. So definitely going to load a HE straight off the bat. Lock my guns off to the left and hope my Akatsuki wakes up. There we go. So I think I'll push over to the right, see if I can capture, assist with Charlie, although the Akatsuki is possibly having other ideas. So how's everyone doing with the French destroyers? Has everyone got them yet? Anyone got any personal favourites? I've played the Jaguar and the Japard all the way through. I've got the tier 6 and tier 3, but I've got to sit down and do some grinding with them. Hello, Saxman. Good to see you. Just moving off to the right. Akatsuki. It's alright sitting there and saying good luck, but we really would ideally like you to start moving, please. Okay, so Alpha's started to fall, so they definitely got some destroyers over there, but considering they have 5 destroyers, they've got to have destroyers all over the place. What they've got Fubuki and a Jervis. So Fubuki's the Borisania, so that's one of the divisions over on that flank. Ismail. Saxman, my favourite French destroyer is the Gaidi. It's a great destroyer. Just because you can put a French camouflage on it doesn't make it French. Or else I'd say my favourite French destroyer is the Icarus. Or the Lightning. Oh, Japard. It looks like it's going quite slow. And we have a Fubuki. Those shells are going way high. Where they're from? They're from the Flint. Let's just see how hard we can hit the... We'll put my sonar on now. A bit risky with the Ismail down there, but I got to take risks. Then it was. I got a great game in rank, 6 kills. Lucky devil. I think... Have I... I think the closest I've got with the ranked is I've managed to get 4 kills. Got denied the Kraken at the last moment. That Flint's being a little bit irritating. Gonna start switching my gun sides here. Saxman. The Icarus is a great French destroyer as well. Yeah, 6 kills in ranked. I know that was. You're an absolute beast. You sent it in. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm gonna have to check in that email account because I've got to try. I'm thinking I'm going to try and record a sea trials and a amateur report over the weekend. But at the same time, I've also got to grind out ranked because I've only managed to get to rank 5 and 2 stars. I've just been so busy doing channel stuff that I haven't been able to actually have much time left over for ranks because it's been one hell of a week at work. Yeah, Flint's playing behind an island. Ismail's way at the back. I don't think I can even touch her. We'll chance that and see what we get. Oh, there we go. Knocked his engines out and set them on fire. I'll have that. Fubuki's way over there. Yeah, I'm going to look forward to watching that. 6 kills in ranked. I'm trying to think. I think I went through the email account earlier this week. Because I keep getting emails from a company called Freebies which want me to do sponsor remote control vehicles in my videos. I'm not going to do it. I'm not taking advertising or sponsors. I do this channel for fun. I don't do this for money. I might be able to swish in here. The thing is, the grass bay is quite fat in the water. I think I've seen a couple of grass bays played in ranked. Which is interesting. I might even try AP after this volley, just to see what I can do to the Ismail with AP. Oh no, she's turning in. Oh, let's give it a go. Because the Ismail's got quite thin armour there. Oh god, okay, don't worry. She's gone. A name that was as finished ranked already wouldn't surprise me. Oh, Fubuki's doing a... Let's get rid of that. That Flint's got a horrible DPM. Is everyone finished ranked? Oh, nice. Fubuki's gone. What's everyone's preferred ship for rank actually as well? Are most people playing destroyers, or we got a couple of cruiser players? It wouldn't be surprising most people is what ship I've been playing. Saxman's in the Guidey. Oh, nasty! That really hit him. That's what I find with the Graf Spey. She seems to be very good at hurting cruisers. Poor got 100% win rate so far with Dunkirk in ranked. Good times, you lucky devil. I'm only like doing like a 64% win rate. Andrew, Leander, very versatile. Very true, very true. Paul, only ranked 9 at the moment, though, laugh out loud. Oh, you haven't got long left. Ranked finishes on... wow. Depends where you are in the world, but for me, ranked finishes like Monday morning at 8 AM, so we've got to watch out for that. I'm probably going to have to grind it all out on Saturday. And then I finished ranked and I ended up with a 75% win rate. Oh... Did you division up? No, it was out of interest, because I haven't checked the email account, so I haven't been able to see what you did. That's dope. Hi, hello. That's a new name. Hello and welcome. It was primarily used the Aoba. It's good to see a very good cruiser player then. Aoba's quite a strong ship for it as well, because she does have the those long range torpedoes. Oh, I'm too close. I'm just going to get loads of overpens. Paul, not all that much time between Weekly Havoc and Ranked at the moment. Got to be grinding it all out tonight, solo donkey, though. Been absolutely loving Blapping Broadside Scrubs. That is very true. I've seen a lot of cruisers do some really strange things. I've seen a lot of Nurembergs just seem to like charge in, thinking they're the beast's knees, not realising that they've only got 27,000 HP. Oh, don't tell me I've come down here to try and kill the Flint, and now the Flint's gone. Dope. Best ship for tier 5 and tier 6 ranked from Tech Tree all classes. Oh. Well, Destroyer Y, because tier 5's coming to an end, it's probably not worth me covering it, but for tier 6, for a Destroyer I'd probably recommend the Mass. The reason being is you can use a commander with RDF, you have a very aggressive sonar range, and you've got decent hitting guns and stuff. Your only downside is you're lacking mobility, but if you can work around that, then you should be alright. Cruiser wise, trying to think. Oh, I'm the last one left. One left against 3 destroyers. Oh, this is going to be fun. Cruiser wise, try to think now. You don't want the Fiji because she's got AP. My AQ could be quite interesting. She's a heavy cruiser. York, maybe. Yeah, I think those would be the two that I'd probably say. And then battleship wise, you want something that's going to be fast. You want something that's actually going to be able to get into the objectives. So maybe KG5 Nagato, or What's that other one? Or the lion. That's what I want to say. And then was nope, only one or two games I divisioned up. The rest was solo. Pretty good then. What's the chances of me actually being able to claw this back? Probably quite low. I've got to try and kill. And my dispersion is absolutely horrible. Saxman, Battlefast. You know, Battlefast is a premium. That's the thing. And I would actually say Battlefast, she does have that downside of not having torpedoes. That's the thing, so she lacks that diversity. Don't think I'm going to be able to save this one. JP God, I had never can't have the Kraken. I always get 4. I don't. This is going to be an absolutely terrible game for me. I think. What's the cruiser like? Yeah, this is a terrible game for me. Dope. The Odin is good, worth the gold. I wouldn't know as yet. I'm grinding the campaign just like everyone else. I don't like boosting through campaigns. I'd rather. I might boost like the last week. I should have done. I did mid-table. That game sucked, and I gained mid-table. Bloody hell. So I don't know about the Odin. I might be able to mention comment on it probably about a week before the campaign comes to the end. Paul, feel brave for tier 6. Might go Gneisenhower 16 L2 Hipper. Okay. Rank 16 level 2 Hipper. Fair enough. I have seen some amusing Gneisenhower games in ranked. Has anyone else got any requests? If not, I think Dimophinas did request the Nuremberg next. However, we do have... We've got the Gallant. We've got all the French destroyers. If that interests anyone. I don't have the Odin. Saxman wants the Hood. Go on then, I haven't got a win in her yet today. Let's better stick a credit booster on there. Dope. When is tier 6 rank starting? Let me just check the calendar. Tier 6 ranked will start on the 17th of August. And it'll run until the 30th/31st of August. That's UK, so adjust for your time zone. And then it will likely be last 2 weeks. Yeah, it's going to be last 2 weeks. So it's 2 weeks of the tier 5 ranked, followed by a week off, followed by 2 weeks of tier 6 ranked. And the tier 6 ranked does it have more steps? It's going to be painful. This is why it's like, well, it's going to be painful for me. I really struggled last time in the tier 6 ranked. Dope. Where are you from, bro? United Kingdom? So a game of domination on Atlantic. So what should I do with Hood? Instinct saying go over there, but I'll have to see. Oh, we have another one from New York. Well, welcome, Dope. Well, that's Dope. Yeah, we have another New Yorker in our subscribers. MTCD, I think. So what's everyone's plans with tier 6 ranked? Have people already started to pick their ships and start their training? And then it was, no, it has less steps. It has less steps, oh thank God, for the tier 6 ranked. But it's also, it's got that strange zone, hasn't it, where from rank 5 upwards you're in the upper tier, but there's no safety zone between the two tiers. So that means if you jump up into the upper tier and then you do badly, you then get pushed back down into the lower tier. Saxman, I'd definitely run the mass. That's a good choice for a destroyer. Large HP pool, plenty of guns, decent stealth torpedo range, actually quite decent concealment as well on the mass if you play her right. Plus you got the German sonar, smoke screen. Z39 is good too. I haven't got any experience with the Z39. All I know is that she's got quite a poor DPM, but she's got a very high health pool. I'm just getting a little bit concerned about coming down here on my own, but I know I'm up against 2 cruisers and the battleship. Might load AP and then see what happens. Because you never know, I might catch one of their cruisers broadside as he's angling against our battleships a bit further back. But I am going to take the cautious route of actually doing a 160 or 180 I should say, because where is it? There she is. I only disabled one of her turrets. That's the Musing Wall of Hood. She's quite fast, that people don't quite expect you to get to where you got to as quickly. I think my tier 6 will probably end up being the Cossack, just because the additional range on the torpedoes compared to the Jervis is very helpful, especially if it ends up being quite a battleship heavy ranked season, because the last tier 6 ranked season was very battleship heavy. Saxman, I like the Z39 too, but the mass guns sound better, laugh out loud. Yeah, nah. Z39 is going to be interesting because she does come with 6-inch guns, but she only comes with 4 of them, and 2 of them are in forward-facing turret. Although I think, doesn't the Z39 come with like a really aggressive sonar range? Go on, turn out, Bayern. Yeah, that'll do. We'll have that. Only 6,000 damage. Hello. That could have been a lot worse than it could have been. Let's go for there. So that's one, yeah, it's 3.9 I believe, compared to the 3.5 of the mass. 3.9 kilometers sonar range. Ugh. Alright. I'm not completely sure what our team's doing. See if I can pick off the Aoba. I'm sorry, Guidey, but I'm doing 34 knots. And you're coming with me. Okie dokie. Paul, I only have the guys now at Scharnhorst and New Orleans. Available for tier 6. Could you buy the York but haven't? Oh, could buy the York but haven't yet. You think it's worth it? I think out of those ships that you said, I'd probably go for the Scharnhorst. She can be quite a good fire starter. Otherwise, New Orleans will probably be quite good. Play Z20. I can do the Z23. I haven't got the Fletcher. I'm a little bit cautious of unlocking or purchasing the tier 7s, simply because I don't really play tier 7 that much. Oh well, we'll get the heal on now because I know I'm going to take a lot of damage. Whoop, whoop. Who fired them? That cheeky little oboe, isn't it? That's Saxman. If you like your German cruisers, the Orca is nice. She's nice because she's the first heavy cruiser, so she does play completely different to the Nuremberg. I think I might end up being the first person on my team to die. The Hipper is awesome, that I do agree with. Hipper is very nice. Choose a nice 8-inch cruiser. Just trying to keep the pressure on the KG5. That should be the KG5 wrapped up. Because the question is, they keep saying they won't do a tier 7 ranked because not enough people are tier 7 ships. Wonder if they ever bring back tier 4 ranked. That was kind of fun. Because that made me play some ships that I didn't play for a good while. I'm going to activate that heal. I'm going to need all the heals I can get to try and build up my HP again. But I'm just going to keep my guns trained off over this direction in case the Aoba chances her arm, because she's got only a smidge of health left. Although she's not inside my detectability range. Their Scharnhorst is dead. I find it quite strange how our team didn't quite move at the start, and yet we've only lost one ship. Right, Aoba's definitely within detectability range. Saxman, I've never played tier 4 ranked. What was the most used ship? Well, mine was the Iron Duke, but destroyer-wise, I played the T-22 because I think the T-22 is slightly better than the Acaster. But I think tier 4 ranked was actually quite interesting because of the really random mix of cruisers and battleships. Just done a really interesting spread there to see if I can. There we go. Right, guns left. Paul, I love to get the Hipper. Been saving Global XP for the Prince Eugen. Love the German ships despite the terrible battleship dispersion that occasionally rears its ugly head. Let me just. The thing that was, I couldn't stand the tier 4 ranked. Oh, okay. Was it simply because of the player skill, or was it the ships, out of interest? Because I quite enjoyed the tier 4 ranked just because it allowed me to play some ships I didn't play for a while. Although I can understand why maybe it didn't. My interest is. My internet is being funny today. Oh, fair enough. That's the joys of the UK at times. Paul, strong toss-up between the Emily Batang and the Konigsberg for tier 4 ranks for me. Would love for it to come back now that I'm way better. Actually, yeah, the Emily Batang for tier 4 ranked she was actually really quite fun because she was just so nippy and fast. Dope. Best build for KG5 for ranked. Fire, 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 fire. I mean, well, I do strange things with commanders. Is the best way to put it. So for the KG5, I like to put Jericho on there. Inspirations being Madden and Kondo, and then I maximize. I go fully packed, Velarusha, steer clear, burn it down XXL, and try and think what the other ability. And look at me now. So I try and maximize concealment in the KG5 because she does have decent concealment, so she is quite sneaky. Which means, especially in ranks, you can kind of get a little bit closer to an objective before you have to open fire. Burn it down XXL it's kind of helpful because you're mostly only going to be firing HE. If you have some of the Azura Lane commanders, then Azura Lane Nelson could be quite a good build because she does help improve HE damage of the shells. And then it was both. So yeah, both you didn't really like the ships and didn't really like the player base. That's fair enough. Right, let's see if we can get some plunging fire on the Nagato, but I don't think we're going to be getting the kill. I'm going to turn in. I'm going to get that sonar on. It's one of the nice things about oh, so that was a really strange game in Hood. Played it a bit aggressive at the start, but it worked out in the end. Only 52,000 damage, it's not a high damage game. Okay, mid-table. I seem to be getting a lot of mid-tables at the moment. Z39, I think, was the next request. So this is the Jericho build I go for. So you get an additional fire chance, then you go concealment, then speed. I think you could go either there actually. I used to go steer clear. I think I've only just played around with the reaching out and then fully packed for the additional repair party. However, you could always go for Zerling Nelson because she does give you additional range, better accuracy, improved HE damage. Now this kind of counters the flame cannoneer, and you get additional repair parties. I think if push comes to shove, then sometimes Andrew Cunningham can be a good choice. Z39. Let's see if we can start picking this up a little bit. Yep, we'll go for Frenchy camo. Yes, we'll go for Great Booster. And then it was, did you see that all 3 Black Friday ships will be available to be bought for flat doubloons? Yeah, I think they're going to be in the bundle pack again, aren't they? Hello, Pilot Guy. How you doing? The thing is, will the Black Friday ships be significantly discounted in comparison to their counterparts? Because they're exactly the same. They're just black rather than the actual historical camouflage. And you've got Scharnhorst, Atlanta, and Warspite. Right, spawn in the centre. I'm going to go play the Alpha objective though. I don't want to charge straight into Bravo considering my manoeuvrability. Enemy team: Jervis, Udachi, New Orleans, Wichita, 9km radar, Snopkin, Eisenhower, KG5, Moloch, and Iowa. So let's get over to the left. Commander build on my Z23. I've got Reinhard Scheer. Very strange build, but the reason being is I've gone fully packed Velarushius and steer clear in order to try and maximise the manoeuvrability of the ship and the consumables. And then it was Warspite will be only 7,500. I'm not going to buy her because I've already got a Warspite. I don't need another Warspite. But that's interesting. So if you're looking into, if you've been considering ships like the Scharnhorst, or the Gneisenhower or the Atlanta, but you can't. Well, Atlanta's global XP's 500,000. Oh, Mixer Gamer. I missed your comment. Hello. So if you can't stomach the Atlanta for 5,000 global XP, then you can buy the Atlanta for 7. Well, it should be a bit more than 7,500. It might be about 10,000 maybe. Warspite down from all three. Oh, okay, all three for 24,000. So that'd be 2 tier 6 premium ships and a tier 5 premium ship for 24,000. That's not bad actually. Right, what's in the centre? Jervis, and therefore I know that the Udachi's over at Charlie because nothing's been spotted there. Looks like they're vacating their left flank. The destroyer that spawned on the right has come over here, which is a very strange choice. Then it was. Both Atlanta and Scharnhorst will be 11,250 though. Okay. So that's not a massive discount in comparison. Everything's on Discord. Ah, okay. I haven't really been paying too much attention to the Black Friday stuff because it doesn't quite interest me. It'd be interesting to see what they do for the Black Friday coming up. And that's the other one. They haven't announced anything in regards to VJ Day. So whether or not they do VJ Day and anything there, because that's the, what's say 15th of August? Scharnhorst at 11,250 is not bad. It's not bad, but you got to consider that isn't Scharnhorst normally 12,500, or is she a 15,000 one? I can't recall off the top of my head. I can always have a look after this game. Right, so Alpha objective's been captured, nothing's been really spotted too much, so I'm going to move over to the central objective where the Jervis is. Might borrow the Minsk's smoke screen. Ah, okay, okay, there's Mixer Gamer. Okay. No, it's alright, it's alright, it's alright, it's alright to be late, it's fine, better late than never. Yeah, I didn't see your first comment. I wonder if you got blocked or something. Let's see what we got. New Orleans, but it's got barely any health left. Scharnhorst is 15,000. Okay, yeah, right. Knocked down from 15,000 to 11,250. That's definitely interesting. Go on, Jervis, that's it. Pop yourself a smoke screen. Go on, stay in your smoke screen. There we go. That's alright, I'll take that hit from the KG5. I'll just quickly knock it off and get round this corner. There we go, just been waiting for my Tech 2 to drop off. The Horst is OP in terms of armour. Well, she should have the same armour as the Gneisenhower. The advantage of the Scharnhorst is that she comes with the 9 11-inch guns, which means that she can throw in, a bit more shit down range. Because that's the problem with the Gneisenhower, I find. The Gneisenhower just doesn't have enough guns. That's got to be the Udachi. So I'm probably going to capture this objective, and then I'm probably going to go... Oh, there's the Udachi already. Well, let's get round this corner, because I'd like to eat Udachis for breakfast. Thank you, JB. I know there was. I only ever managed to get 3 lifetime solo warriors. I think I've only got 2 myself. just do some torpedoes. Problem is with German torpedoes, the amount of damage they do is quite... They don't hit that hard. Because again, I made a choice of grinding to understand the mechanic of the game before I buy anything. No, that's fair enough. That's pretty much what I did. It took me... I ground out the entire British destroyer tree and the American cruiser tree before I even bought my first premium ship. Dope. Major, what tier makes the most credits? Tier 5 Naught Tech Tree ship or Tier 6 premium ship? I'm getting a little bit too close to that Gneisenhower for my liking. However, I could take advantage of that I have enough spotting from the rest of my team to actually probably start firing and see if I can set a fire. The only downside with the German torpedoes is they just don't hit hard enough to cause any flooding. Especially when a ship's got a decent amount of torpedo reduction. Okay, well I know where the Udachi is. I'm being picked up by Wichita's radar. Not really much I can do about it, unfortunately. My only hope is just to try to survive the radar duration. KG5's weak. Wichita is just not in a position to actually impede me in any way. That's the thing, they got a lot of ships which are right on the brink of their HP amount. Mixed Gamer, repeat again. Oh, sorry. So you want to play Tier 5 Tech Tree ships, or you want to play Tier 6 premium ships? And then it was two I sent in was the Valkyrian, which was the first one I got, and Mass, but the one was, oh god, you're gonna have to bear with. We're having some Udachi fun time. Sorry. I was reading the name. What was this comment? Two I sent in was Valkyrian, and the first one got was Mass, but that one was more of a friend died intentionally so that I was not a well-earned one, just opportunity of friends doing me a solid. No, fair enough. I think I may have seen that one, maybe. JP, that was a good. That was lucky. That was very lucky because the maneuverability on the Germans is horrendous at times. That's dope. Torpedo.x was working. Nice torpedo beats. The problem is it just wasn't enough. If I could have got rid of the Udachi, I probably would have got rid of the probably the only ship in their team that's going to be an irritant to the rest of my team. I don't think it's worth watching this. We've just got 3 battleships left. What they got? They got that New Orleans is weak. The Udachi's weak, but he's going to take ages. No, I did not send that one. I only sent both Valkyrie. Yeah, I saw the two tier 6 French destroyer ones. One you recommended for sea trials, and which was it a ranked game, I think. And then there's another one which I flagged, but I haven't quite got around to sitting down with it because I was only doing it on Monday morning. Basically, my line manager's away for the week, and I'm covering for him, so it's been a bit mad with work. Oh well, the week's over. Right, well, Z23 didn't go too well. Have we had any other requests? Major, you seem to know the mechanics well. Yeah, well, I know some stuff. It's the best way to put it. I don't. Wow. I don't like putting myself in a spotlight, but then I do this channel. So, Pilot Saxman says Gneisenhower, and Pilot Guy says Jervis. Oh, let's just potato the Gneisenhower. Let's get it over and done with, and then Pilot Guy can be happy. Dope wants the Hipper, and JP wants the Shores. Ooh, that's a lot of ships. Let's see what we can do. What I'll do, I won't do the Gneisenhower, but I will do the Hipper. I might come back to the Gneisenhower if things go alright. Got a chance knocking out some Hipper engines? Yeah, I have actually. I think I did drop you a comment back actually on that. I've managed to actually try it out in the Monarch, and yeah, you're completely right. You just aim for the deck level with HE about where get it to land where the funnel hits, and then when you can knock the engines out with high explosives from the battleship, and then you can they just sit dead in the water, and then you can just kill them. My request is use a cruiser captain on the battleship, but make him work after this game. Well, that's going to be a British battleship then, because the British have the best chance for doing that. Which event is the permanent camo on the Hipper? That's the Azura Lane permanent camo, but I have it disabled so you can't see it. I'll show you what it looks like afterwards. Yeah. Product guy, I got 170k in the Gneisenhower the other day. Lots of lucky breaks came my way. You lucky devil. All I ever seem to do in the Gneisenhower is probably about 20,000 damage sometimes, and then I just get murdered. Although I have been trying out the technique or tactic of using the spotter aircraft on the Gneisenhower to try and improve its accuracy. Just because I'm not one of these, I don't quite like charging in. Gonna get that spotter aircraft up. Then it was. Now you can see why I don't like Hipper that much anymore. Yeah, I can appreciate it. Hipper had I haven't played the Hipper for a good while. So let's see how it goes. But yeah, I can see why. I'm really surprised that the Hipper's engines are so exposed to high explosive damage. And I think it's something people would need to be aware of. Stick yourself broadside on to probably a British battleship at least is the best way to put it. Pilot guy, there was an anomaly. Don't usually get that score. No, that's quite true for myself. I mean, we haven't had any outstanding games this evening. We'll have to see how I do in the Z23. See how that game goes. But I'm not exactly expecting a lot. Dope. After the last update, the Gneisenhower's dispersion is worse now. Previously hidden buff, maybe. I've only recently got the Gneisenhower, so I don't have any kind of historical experience with her, so it's quite difficult to comment. I should have done the shipping forecast. Fiji, Helena, New Orleans, Atlanta, Hipper, Wichita, Gneisenhower, Colorado, Odin. So this is what I don't get. Sometimes you end up with games with lots and lots of destroyers, and then you end up with other games where you get none. JB God, what do you think about World of Warships Transformers? Is that enough? It's not my cup of tea, is the best way to put it. But as long as there's the ability to disable me being able to look at it, then I really don't mind. People can do whatever they want, that floats their boat. However, it's not for me, I guess you could say. Dope. Or some games with only DD alone. Yeah, I know what you mean. We end up with... I think so far tonight I've had... when I was doing my warm-up beforehand, I had like one game where I had like 5 DDs per team, and then the following game was like 1 DD per team. Paul, I take it you're much more into the historical aspect of the game. Yes, you would be correct there. At the moment, I just seem to be causing this beautiful distraction over here on this left flank. Um, God. Mixed Gamer, but I'm getting tired of high explosive. It's not fun playing battleships anymore. I feel it's more for Legends captions. It's becoming much. The thing is, I think that's always going to be the thing. As people get more experience with ships, they're not going to be offering broadside so much, and therefore um, you're going to be seeing a lot less AP being used and a lot more HE being used. Whereas I'm just kind of waiting for the perfect moment to see if I can blap someone. But at the moment I keep being denied. No, there's not a gap there. Pilot, I'm the major on this one, not a fan. I see you're a fellow man of culture. Yeah, the collaborations are cool, but the World Warships is what people are more interested in. Yeah, that's the thing. People come here more for like the the kind of historical side of it. Is usually what most people get into this for. Or people get into it because it's kind of like an arcade game that they can learn stuff in, but then they end up getting more into the historical side of it. Mixer Gamer makes sense if you put it that way. Yes, yes. Because this is the thing. I think it was like someone once noted when they first started the game, when the game first launched, all they used to use was AP because there was so many people sailing broadside on, making silly mistakes and things like that. However, as people have learnt how to actually play the game and angle, those opportunities of getting AP on target just slowly dwindle. Um, okay. Because at the moment you can see here it's a very much touch and go island combat. Everyone's just using an island to block lines of sight and almost pick their engagements. It's quite interesting. Go back a year or so, and you wouldn't have seen this. You wouldn't have seen people would just charge in or play out of flanks. More aircraft. So at the moment, I'm having to be really cautious about. I know I am getting back. And it's all about just blocking off those lines of sight. I might take my chance and see if I can grab an objective. Paul, honestly, not interested in seeing Optimus Prime sitting in B turret on Iowa myself. More interested in the quality of life updates. I think that comment's jumped off. Yeah, quality of life and more invested into helping newcomers to the game. For the latter. Good lord. Right, I'm gonna have to focus on the game. I'll catch up with the comments very soon afterwards. Hello, Vas. Helena's Citadel is quite hard to find. Four penetrating hits. She's going back forwards. Ah, we found the Helena's sister. I know I am getting back. I'm not exactly charging at them, am I? Two fires. Put that out. Helena gets away. Sorry, I just got to really focus on dodging. I would like to drop a detectability. However, the Odin is now going to open up a whole can of whoop ass on me. Helena's overrun. Come on, give me the Helena. Give me something for my efforts. Yes. Just gotta make sure I don't ram the island. Okay, I'll take that, get that repair party on. Right, nice. Hipper's playing behind an island. Let's go for the deck line, see what we get. Switch to HE. Torpedoes out range. Let the fire burn. This range, the Odin's... Does anyone know what the Odin's dispersion like? Is it crap? I'm hoping it's crap. Bloody hell. Right, I can now actually catch up with the comments. See, where did we get to? Oh, good lord. There's the Hipper. You know what, we might just do this from behind the island. Let's see, the latter, the more so the former. That was from Paul. Dope, only ship you can survive in given broadside without getting completely paddled is the Jean Bar. Not even the Alabama can citadel that thing. But the Jean Bar is thankfully covered in 32mm plating, so you can just absolutely HE her to death. That's basically the trick with the Jean Bar. Mixer Gamer spotted everywhere. Yeah, I know, that was an awkward moment. We've got out of it, thankfully. I'm just going to leave the rest of it to my team as I catch up with the comments. A bit lazy, I know. Vass, hello, yes. What bureau projects are you currently researching? Any completed? None completed, and I'm doing all of them, is the best way to put it. And then there was, it's no secret, my opinion on certain collaborations. Yes, that is very true. I know that you definitely enjoy the Azure Lane and the 40k actually. I know you said that your opinions on the Transformers is mixed, and I just see that you're saying that you're not into Harry Potter. God, imagine the Harry Potter collaboration. Wonder if we end up with Dumbledore sat in a turret. Oh, dope. Hard work being a streamer. Multitasking, I can do it to a certain level. Like my reviews, I actually record live. I read. I have a notebook. It's on my lap, and as I'm playing, I'm reading out my notes there. So I can do a bit of multitasking, but that was just a little bit too much. Mixed Gamer, I know it was. You love Harry Potter. Your name reminds me of. Keep it civil, guys. I see a lot of Odin, surprisingly. Yeah, no, it does look like a lot of people may boost it straight through it. And I think I've caught up. Then it was. The reason is, this is because my real name was precisely... Reason it is this is because my real name was there previously, but I decided to change it. No, that's fair enough. Next game, the name that cannot be mentioned. Oh, yeah. It's he who shall not be named, isn't it? The wife's into Harry Potter, so that's why I remember that, because I think it's like a yearly religious thing that she does, is sit down and watch Harry Potter. The camouflage on the Hipper. Before I zip off onto another ship, customization, 0 lane. Sorry about that. So there's the 0 lane camouflage on the Hipper. If if that interests you. Lots of iron crosses everywhere. Mixed game, and that's it. Probably got a horror idea. The Harry Potter collaboration. Well, at this rate, you don't know what's going to be coming next. No, it was. You missed my comment about what ships I am bringing out for ranked. Ooh. Let's see, how far back was that? For ranked, I'm going to be going to mix between the Atlanta, the Ashasho, the Belfast, the Nelson, and the Hood. It's a very interesting mix of ships, actually. I'd like to see what Hood's like in ranked, because especially with like my crazy speed build, just seeing her just charging around the map, that'd be quite amusing. Strip these off. I don't like leaving boosters on things. And I'm just going to turn the Azura lane stuff off. Disabled. There we go. Mixed gamer, cruiser captain of the battleship, don't forget. What's your Iowa build from Dope? I don't... So here's my roster. So you can see that I'm missing the Fletcher, the Iowa, the Colorado, the Kaguru, Megami, Magi, Nagato. I'm not a big battleship player, or I'm not very good at other nations. Missing the Bismarck, missing the Richard Louis, the Lion, Charles Patel of La Fantastique. Got all the Russians though. So I've got 123 ships. If I take the and out of that 25 premiums, so I've got, what's that, 98 of the tech tree ships. And we were talking about a cruiser commander in a battleship. Let's see. Got to pick a good one for it. Because I've got to change all the inspirations around. Let's take... Vanguard as an example then. Is that being brave? Mixed gamer, go for the go over the build. Well, let's see what cruiser commanders you can do it with. So you got Bruce Fraser. And what's Bruce Fraser going to get you? That's interesting if you consider it for KG5, because you are going to be looking at HE. Don't want that one. That one's useless to you, so you are going to have to go for the torpedo detectability. Maximum movement speed is interesting, and that's going to go in combination with your base trait. Punch through only does cruiser guns, and Light Fortress only does cruisers, so that's something that you've got to watch out for. Yeah, no, I can do the Jervis. I'll try and do the Jervis after this one. Sorry for the randomness of that. That was just me hitting the wrong button. So you'd have to go for steer clear. So this is the thing, when you do a cruiser commander in a battleship, you have to pick your abilities very carefully. Never played Warhammer, but for what was on offer, I'm fine towards the skins. Looks nice, and the two consumable camouflages do look nice. And the commanders was interesting enough. No, that's fair enough. I do like my Warhammer myself, but just wasn't quite swayed by it. So yeah, if you're going for a cruiser commander, you probably want to do that. Let's see, for the British, well, if I'm going to take the KG5 out, then I'll probably want to use my KG5 style inspirations, which would be Madden and Kondo. Vane or Tywit for Royal Navy destroyers. Vane, definitely Vane. I want Kondo. What's this going to cost me? 40,000. That would be the build I'd go for if I was going to do a cruiser commander in a battleship. Like, or as an example, you have to be very careful about what traits you pick, because obviously some of the traits obviously tied into a certain type of ship. With Fraser, basically your base ability has to be that one or that one, and then you have to switch it over to pretty much everything else on the left. And then that'll be the same with the with Tent as well. For the other nations, I'm not quite sure, because most of the other nations, what you find with their battleship, their cruiser commanders, so the Germans for example, if you say took, just an example, Lucian's, you're limited by what you can actually do, because it's all about his base traits about cruisers, so you instantly miss out on the base trait. So it's not normally worthwhile, and the only nation you can really get away with is the Royal Navy. And it was on Legendary Birthday, I am on the Russian battleship. You're progressing very fast on that, but then again, I haven't actually picked it as a actual one to push through. Who was asking about cruiser commanders? Mixer Gamer, do you actually want me to play the KG5 out, or am I okay to jump into another ship instead? Because I don't mind taking the KG5 out with Bruce Fraser in it. It does work. I have used Bruce Fraser before as a commander. Yeah, let's play. Okay, let's go. Alright. This is gonna cost me a bit. So we're going to make sure that we maximize what we get back in return. Definitely go for a consumable. Yeah, get rid of that one. There we go. And then we'll take the Jervis out after this one. And then it was, yes, they do. You can see the chance by going to the container pages. The Legendary Birthday does those crates that have any ship or chances to get it. Right, I've missed a bit, haven't I? On Legendary Birthday, I am at the Russian battleships. Legendary Birthday does those crates have any ships or chance to get? Okay, yeah, name was basically answered your query, dope. Yeah, there is some chances of getting premium ships in some of those crates, especially Black Friday. Can't remember. I think Black Friday crates might have a chance to drop in Black Friday ships, and then the Christmas containers do possibly drop some ships. I can't remember what the ships are off the top of my head. If anyone's there who's able to just have a quick look at the container drop rates, but yeah, there's a link to the container crates, drop rates and what's going to be in them, and they usually release that, but the information is always available. Polly guy, thanks Major. Currently grinding the British DD line and struggling to play the Jervis. That's alright, I'll bring the Jervis out next. I'm spotted straight away, so there's definitely a destroyer down here somewhere. So I'm gonna get the Bismarck with 1, Jumbar, and KG5. Again, this is a very horrible position to be in. So I'm going to turn out of this. Really don't like this one. Your PS name is Mad. It's I was after a song I like, which is from like the early 1920s. But it was quite common during the Second World War. Then it was Black Friday has the best chance at a 14.171 and then Super Santa at 8.5. Yeah, now the Black Friday crates are decent enough. Andrew, big mistake pushing KG5 out. I know. I didn't do the shipping forecast. And yeah, Jean Bar. That was the one that hurt the most. You know what? You live and learn. Actually, the way that Two Brothers is played has changed so much. I got 14,070 gold from those crates. No ships yet. That's out of the. Is that out of the French crates? Yeah, the Jean Bar's just reversing up. That's probably not going to do much. I think there's going to be a little bit of sitting back, sitting pretty, and licking my wounds. No legendary birthday ones. Oh, fair enough. That must have been the Black Friday crate. Because Black Friday crates have like a very good drop on amount of doubloons that they can give. Oh, now they're pushing up. This is so strange. So the Jean Bar's saying get back. It's telling the Bismarck to get back. I was on the left. I'm trying to work out what my team's doing. And then it was. I think I forgot to mention that the second Valkyrian game, I have all the ship modules. Oh, okay. Yeah, the aim is to sit down and go through them all proper and work out what I'm going to do for what. Because the missus is working all weekend. Oh, hello. How rude. Oh no, he's gone and he knows what he's doing. Load HE. He can easily bow tank. Mixer Gamer, how is the gameplay different from using the battleship? Well, if you don't warm up, you end up making big mistakes like overextending at the start. Oh, now you go broadside on. Wichita, I will take you with me. You're gonna be CC soon. There we go. Biggest mistake that Wichita made was he should have just bow tanked me. He should have just, if he just bow tanked me, pointed his nose at me, hit reverse, backed up, get back into the valley back there, he would have had the advantage so much. And if he just kept spamming HE, he would have killed me. Instead, he charged me, went broadside on, and I've got British AP, which at that range, it doesn't overpen. Right. So, another repair party, and I might be able to do something else this game. Sorry, back to you're going to be content creator soon. Give it time. I mean, I didn't make it through this round of CC application. The reason being is the channel's not large enough. So even though the channel's been going for about 7 months, I have about 150 videos, because, so because I don't have enough subscribers, I don't yet completely qualify for being a content creator, unfortunately. So my application has been declined. So better luck next time. Although it seems like because I'm an English speaking channel, the 1,000 subscriber bar is literally a must have. So I've got two options. I can either try and get 1,000 subscribers, or I can learn Polish. um, and then it was apart from the camouflage, all rewards in the Black Friday crates are pretty good. Yeah, no, that's pretty true. Mixer Gamer, nice. Yeah, no, I got lucky with that Wichita. He made the bad move. Oh, dope. Never mind. I'm staying. Oh, fair enough. No, Mixer Gamer, don't worry. You will get that. Give it time, I guess. Everything will happen in time. I mean, to be honest, I was surprised that we made 300 subscribers in about in 7 months. So if it keeps going, then that would be quite nice. Dope. Lol. I'm American. I can speak German. Maybe I should start a channel. I think they've already got quite a few German content creators. You kind of got to look for. They've got German, Russian, and English speaking content creators, and I think their preference would be. Actually, I think they have a Japanese content creator as well. So let's see. Maybe Spanish. Spanish would be a good language. Portuguese could be an interesting one. So it's ever so slightly different. I think they have a French content creator. At the moment I'm playing KG5 a bit like a cruiser. Oh no, I've been spotted. No. Leave me alone. I'm an innocent KG5. I only have 12,000 health. Well, I might as well use one of my spotter aircraft. What other languages would be quite good for Oh, Nepalese. If you can speak Nepalese, that would probably be quite a good language to become a content creator with. Well, being that there's only a KG5 left, I might as well go see if I can dance with him. Mixed Gamer, I do speak English and Swahili. Yes. Now, that could make you a decent content creator. There aren't many YouTubers for Legends. If you go to the World of Warships Legends YouTube page, there's actually quite a few, especially English-speaking ones, and all the big ones are English-speaking. So I've got it pretty tough in trying to actually become a content creator. No, it was. I believe Robin. Robin is French. I forgot which is the right spelling. Oh yeah, the Flying Robin. Let's see if we can kill the KG5 before I burn to death. Yes, and another kill. Well, let's see how badly I did that time. Second! Best place all night. Well, not all night, all stream I should say. And there you go, and so that was KG5 with a cruiser commander at the helm. Admittedly, I've gone for my usual battleship inspirations, but she does work. So yeah, it can be with the British. It can be done because the British cruise commanders actually have quite a flexible base trait, maximum movement speed increase. So that applies to all ships. Whereas with other nations, what you find is that the base trait usually is fixed to cruisers. So therefore, you're missing out on that. Although sometimes you might find you can get away with using something else. And hopefully that partially redeems some of the commander XP that I use to boost the inspirations. And we were talking Jervis. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. The sneaky, sneaky Jervis. Let's pick a camo. Let's use a French camo. No, I feel like a heretic. Let's use a Type 3. Cruiser commander build? No, Destroyer commander build. So I've gone Philip Vane. Inspirations, Eric Bay and William Sims. Big believer in that. Base trait gone for is quick fix. It keeps the engines going. It keeps your rudder going. Very critical if you play aggressive. Now, I have gone unstoppable, which does exactly the same thing, but I do like to also have quick fix because it does have that reduced incoming splash damage. And then it's not yet proven, testing yet to confirm, but it may be that quick fix and unstoppable might stack in basically it may improve how much your critical damaged modules keep running, but it's yet to be confirmed. I've got to do some more testing, but a name that was pointed out that it could actually possibly stack. Look at me now, because you're a destroyer, you have to go sneaky sneaky. Standoff 4. Now, I used to not think Standoff 4 was a worthwhile consumable, not consumable, trait, simply because it doesn't seem that much. If you add it up, you're not really getting much out of it. But what I've then done is compared it to back in stock, and what I've noticed is if you lose 40% of your health, Standoff 4 does just as well as back in stock. If you lose more than 40% of your health over the game, Standoff 4 is actually getting better than back in stock. And Standoff 4 affects your guns and your torpedoes because it reduces all armaments reload time. So if you think about it, up until I lose 40% of my health, I would be better off with back in stock. But once I lose more than 40% of my health, Standoff 4 does become a better ability. And usually, when you're down to your last bit of health or something, you turn into, like when you play British, you turn into being semi-aggressive to completely passive torpedo boat. And when you're a passive torpedo boat with barely any health left, Standoff 4 is going to pay more dividends for you. Smoke on the water, just because the British smoke, your other option I'm not too keen on. And then I go unstoppable, the reason being is I'm just avoiding taking rather be torching. So that's the command build. So let's take the Jervis out and let me catch up with the comments. So, Mixer Gamer, thank you. Sometimes mixing up commanders is fun. Yes, I use Reginald Tywit on all my British cruisers because I'm a madman. Dope. The green camo and blue one is awesome. Oh, the Halloween and the Christmas blue. Yeah, the Christmas red is horrible. I do not like that camo at all. And then it was got 2 segments left on my Grosser Kerr first. Oh my god. You've already got the Yamato as well, haven't you? Mixer Gamer. Yes, they are. Dope. I'm liking them a lot. Fair enough. Dope. Quick fix is better. Why? Because your engine and your rudder keeps going. Once you take damage from if you take damage to your engine module or your rudder module, like critically, and therefore that they should normally stop working, with quick fix it just keeps them going at a slightly reduced rate, and therefore you're able to keep your mobility. As a destroyer, having your mobility is very, very much required. That's why I would pick that. And then the other one is also quick fix does reduce incoming damage. Bill the cat. That name it's Robin, and yes, he's French. That's fair enough. Shouting George, not tempted for Tywit for endless smoke. That's why I have him on my cruisers. If you want, I'll take my Leander, or probably Fiji's actually better for it. because I find with even with Vane on the Jervis, the gap between your smoke screens is only 10 seconds. It's not a massive disadvantage. So I just got to check the other team. Icarus, Minsk, Bodoni has got radar, Nuremberg, decent sonar, Atlanta radar, Atlanta's working the Minsk, so I've got to watch out for that. Finally, I'm currently using Tywit. Okay. The quick fix ability is a very strong ability. So I would possibly look into it, because the ability to actually keep going in the British, because the British don't have a high HP pool. You've got very low HP. But 2 battleships going off to the left. Pilot guy, maybe I should try Vane. I've never tried Tywit. I've always looked at the abilities and just like quick fix is so important to my playstyle in the British destroyers that I've never looked back. Shouting George, I follow your guide for him and now at Legendary 3, but getting Legendary level 4 is daunting. It is, and for a long time I thought, nah, it's not worth having a commander up at Legendary 4, because what's the point? It's so much investment just for a mediocre improvement. But here's the thing that I'll put out there. Once you have that commander up to Legendary level 4, when you go to the store to buy commanders with Commander XP, you can buy another Reginald Tywit. Now if you buy another Reginald Tywit, you get a universal accommodation. And with a universal accommodation you can spend it on anyone, including, say, event commanders like the Halloween commanders or the I don't want to get too close. Just want to do this. Just want to drop a susceptibility because I've got an Atlanta behind me as well. I've got too much DPM coming up behind me and I haven't got enough assistance. Our battleships aren't. If our battleships can deal a blow to that Atlanta, then I will be very tempted to push the Icarus. Just got to try and keep. Almost, I've got to keep sailing with that Atlanta there. Really got to hope that our battleships can actually finish the job against the Atlanta, but this is turning into a very painful way to get duffed up. Right. Gonna use a smoke screen to try and break this off. Right, so here's an interesting one. Normally, without quick fix, you'd lose your rudder, but I've got, because of my quick fix ability, I've still got complete control of my rudder and I can still continue to dodge and break away from the Atlanta. When you have a health pool as low as the British, that ability is absolutely key. Right. Where are we? Dope. Lightning is essentially probably the best tier 7, but the Tashkent is good too. Tashkent doesn't rank too highly on my list, but then none of the Russians really rank too highly on my list. And then it was with Unstoppable and Quick Fix, I am able to pick up speed up closer to normal acceleration with propulsion mods. Is that with the British or just in general, I should say? I'll just yes. Okay, the Atlanta's gone. Right, I can now like focus. um, Paul, what would you say is the great general philosophy for of UK destroyers? I seem to get US, German, and Russian pretty well, but UK just eludes me. I wouldn't really say there's like a general philosophy. You're like a jack of all trades and master of none. You're fragile. Um, you got to try and play to some of your advantages, which is your ability to have 3 minutes of sonar, your ability to always be able to pop a smoke screen. That's one of the reasons why I kind of like if someone else is spotting, don't be afraid to pop a smoke screen and just shoot from that smoke screen for a little bit, and then just before that smoke screen finishes, stop shooting, let your smoke screen dissipate and break off. It's about knowing your detectability range quite a lot, and using your maneuverability to try and dodge incoming shots when you are spotted. And also to dodge torpedoes. The British are some of the best destroyers for dodging torpedoes. Usually the teams are a joke. Is that tier 7? Yeah, no. Tier 7's gone from being like a very hardcore zone to some really strange games where it just turns into one team of snowmen versus one team of elites for some reason. I think it was destroyers with no smoke. I bring Lou Valetti always. Ah, yes. So that's the ability to drop off after firing, which reduces your detectability after firing, or maximum detectability range after firing, from a maximum of, well, from 20 seconds to a minimum of 15 seconds if you haven't fully upgraded to mastery 20. Finally, guy, would you say they do better at hit and run? Oh yes, definitely a lot better at hit and run. The thing is, the Jervis is, I'm going to have to admit it, the Jervis is the weak link. Like, the Icarus is strong and the Lightning's strong, the Jervis is a bit of a weak link. Same with the A-caster. Type odd name here. Isn't Jack of all trades more German DD thing? It is, but then it's a kind of like a different thing at the same time. It's almost like the British are the jack of all trades, as in like little destroyers, and the Germans are the jack of all trades of the big destroyers. However, the Germans are still quite good. Like, they're good gunboats, but their torpedoes are quite poor. They got good stealth torpedo range, but the amount of damage you get out of the torpedoes is quite low. The Germans have quite an offensive sonar, I should say, but it only lasts for a minute and a half. Whereas the British are a lot more manoeuvrable, have usually a higher DPM, have a lot smaller health pool, are a lot more manoeuvrable, and then there's that different type of consumable. So the British have that defensive sonar because it's shorter range but longer duration. Obviously, they don't get twist and track like the Germans can, and so with the British, you're usually working off of prior knowledge and what intelligence you can gain from the map as you go along. Polyguy, that's the kind of what I thought about the Jervis. If not for the reward of the lightning at the end, I would probably not grind it. That's fair enough. I mean, I wouldn't rank the Jervis. Isn't she is. I partially call her like a weak link in the chain. She's pretty slow, and she has no real ability to actually disengage or break off apart from smoke screens. She has quite a small HP pool, but it's not terrible. Detectability's alright, but it's not terrible either. Who's spotting the Pensacola? Well, it ain't gonna be me, because I've got to do that. However, I should be safe from the Pensacola from here. And also the Pensacola doesn't have any torpedoes. There we go. Then was Jefferson Lightning are more flexible in the gunfight compared to the Germans. Yes, that's definitely true, especially with the 360 turrets and the fact there are 4 guns at the front. Yeah, so you're better at pushing. British mid-table. Well, happy with that. Middle of the pack at the tier. Yeah, I mean she doesn't come across strong in any field. Her guns wise does make her more versatile because her rear turret does 360, but it's not as versatile as say like the Lightning where all turrets 360. Lightning's quite a strong one for her tier. So yeah, I use Reginald Tyrant on cruisers. Some of you will probably already know this and probably be sick to death of me pushing it and plugging it. I do apologise, but the reason why, yeah, Reginald Tyrant fully upgraded on smoke cruisers because you don't have to take the negative of the destroyer's guns. The detectability on cruisers is always nice, especially the British ones. Improved torpedo range, and that also goes hand in hand with the torpedo reload time, plus more torpedo reload time. So that's starting. You're almost making the British cruisers into destroyers. Smokescreen thing is always useful, and then getting more smoke screens is definitely useful. Combine that with reduction of detectability and detectability while firing smoke. So, for example, at the moment on Fiji, smokescreen will last for 111 seconds. Reload time it takes 120 seconds, but you got to remember your reload time starts after you lay that last puff of smoke, which is going to last 111 seconds. So when you change, when your smoke screen finishes, you have to remember that you've only got 8.8 seconds until you're able to lay your next smoke screen, and you can then obviously improve that with an epic battle booster, which will then take that time down to about 2.8 seconds. And so that's why I use Reginald Tyrant on the cruisers. Also, Reginald Tyrant doesn't come. Well, he does come with Unstoppable. So it means if I was going to use him in destroyers, I'd have to take Unstoppable. But for cruisers, I'd definitely go Smogathon. I use Tyrant on my cruisers since I don't have a British cruiser captain somewhere. That's fair enough. Why do you be sorry? I'm learning, and Fiji is the best DD's big brother. Oh yeah, no, she is. Is anyone going to be offended if I take Fiji out? Yeah, let's take Fiji out. Unless anyone has anything else they want me to jump into either. Grab a credit booster. No, well, we don't seem to have any objections. Right, we'll crack on with the Fiji. Obviously, I've got the Fiji permanent camouflage because if it's British, I'll buy it because I'm a Royal Navy collector. Best way to put it is, so Royal Navy, I've got 27 ships, and that includes premiums. I think the Royal Navy is the largest navy in my port. The next ones that will get closest will be the Americans with 23, Japanese with 16, Germany with 19, France with 15, and the Russians with 23. So yeah, I pretty much have all of the British premiums because I said I'd buy them all. Where is Fiji? There she is. Yeah, we'll go for that. Yeah, Fiji's a very nice ship. I really do like her. In case any of you are, like, I assume most people are into this game because they like history. But if any of you are into tabletop gaming as well, Warlord Games are releasing Victory at Sea, which is going to be a tabletop naval World War II game. So you can always check that out if that does interest you. But it's the most cruiser ship heavy played. I love my Fiji. Well, fair enough. Cleveland, Jean Bart, or Kuznetsov? It's getting tight. I've only got 20 minutes until I end the stream. I might be able to squeeze in one of them. I might be able to squeeze one in. Type odd name here. Couldn't you stealth radar in the Edinburgh with that Tywit build, aside from swapping Belfast for another inspiration? Let's think. If you had the Polish commander, you might be able to. Benson Shaw's has got radar. York, New Orleans, Wichita's got radar. It's a tier 6 and 7 game. I hope I get lucky. Nope, no smoke. Yes, with the Edinburgh, if you went radar, you'd have to have no smoke. So therefore, with the original Tywit build, you'd have to switch some of it out. You'd have to change like the smoke inspirations out. Another way you could do it is maybe look at using Jericho. That way you could keep some kind of cruiser commander traits at the same time as having destroyer traits, and then using Mikołaj and can't remember the Polish guy, using them as inspirations. You could maybe stealth radar with the Edinburgh, but would it be worth? I've always been interested with the idea of being able to stealth radar. Oh no, the Jervis is popping the smoke. That's no good to me. I wanted him to spot. Should be alright. Vass. I've had so many potatoes on my team this week. I think we've just got to get used to potatoes. Which does sound a little bit cruel, but unfortunately we... I'm just trying to make sure that if I pop a smoke screen that I'm not going to get... that I'm going to keep some kind of spotting. It sure concerns me. What's our radar range? Nine kilometers. Okay, right, I'm clear of that. Sorry, I have a book where I've written down everyone's radar range. Shaw's is backing up. I've got their whole team here, haven't I? 1, 2, 3. I'm getting out of here. I'm going. I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 7 of their ships here. I'm going. Sod this. I want to live. There's no way I can bloody hold this flank on my own. Get those torpedoes out. Just run. This is horrible. Next game, yeah, mostly in the weekends. Sadly, many potatoes. That's very true. No was. I'm quite happy how many Krakens I got. 61, I say, is very good. I'll have to have a look. I don't. I'd be interested to see how many Krakens I've got. Right. Our battleship got absolutely blapped. Right, Jervis, you should be able to do some spotting. Let's start with a smoke screen here. So that, yeah, I know, run, run, run. I managed to get a torpedo hit. Yay! It's just so many ships here. I really don't want to be getting spotted. And their cruisers are pushing quite aggressively too. Right, let's drop down to 20. And then pop a smoke. And then see if we can live. I'm actually just inside radar range of the shores. There, now I'm outside. Oh, now I'm spotted by aircraft. Right, I got to dance out of here because I don't want to. See if I can whittle away on the shores. No, nice. Okay, right. That's my contribution. I'm getting out of here. Got a lot of guns that side. Just trying to watch where the incoming fire is coming from because obviously I don't have the ingenious ability. Right. Sugar. Right, my mission is basically just to make sure that this central objective here doesn't get taken. The problem is they pretty much blapped every single battleship that has come over here because they're able just to bring so much DPM, and it's not me. There goes the Jervis. This is horrible. Seems to be like giant ball of doom tactics. I think my job here is basically to become a destroyer and just do some spotting, because the rest of my team haven't got direct line of sight. It's another game where I end up being the destroyer. So all I can really do is kind of hope that they keep charging. There goes our Helena. And then there was, my port is heavily salted to tier 7 because I used, out of the 50 ships in the port, 18 is at tier 7, 12 tier 6, the majority were tier 2s. Okay, I've got a battleship getting in close. I've got to start running again. Why is that Iowa all the way over there? This is such a strange game. No torpedo hit. I just feel that if I pop a smoke screen, they're all going. I haven't got anyone spotting for me. And I can't really afford to shoot, or can I? I'm gonna have to, really. I can't really just keep running. Even though I cause a minor distraction just for some of them for a little bit. Okay, sorry, I've just got to keep. Oh my Jesus. Okay, the rudder's gone, but I'm steering out, so I not too care about that. Swing that round here. What's the Wichita's radar range? 9 clicks, isn't it? Drop down to 20. Pop that smoke. Just hoping that our battleship can actually see the Wichita. Good lord, this is planes. This is such a strange game. Where have all the destroyers gone? All I can do is kind of pepper away at this Wichita. can't really do... Okay, Wichita killed the Nagato. Iowa is now speeding up. Margie's gone. So there goes my spotter. So now we have 2 cruisers versus 3 battleships. Well, now I have no one spotting for me. Well, death then. Tally-ho, here we go. Nothing beats the charge of the Light Brigade. Right, anyone want to bet how long I live? I'd say 30 seconds. Right. Nope. Nope. I could just be very irritating. "40 seconds. Right, Iowa's the one that's going to be detected the longest. No, none of them are stupid enough just to shoot. Alright, let's see if we can get one last little bit of damage out of them. Peekaboo! You never know. There we go. The inevitable. Their whole fleet just focused on one flank, and therefore our ships just kind of like got picked off in dribs and drabs. But then that's simply because I survived the longest. Managed to get 95,000 damage out of it, but that game was just strange. I don't know whether that was coordinated or whether that was just fluke. God knows. That was damn strange. Right, I was just going to try and catch up with what name that was saying. My port is heavily salted to tier 7 because out of the 50 ships in port, 18 is at tier 7 and 12 at tier 6. So the majority of those are those 2 tiers. Okay, so basically you've got a lot of tier 7s and tier 6s. Then it was, did you sell your lower ships? Yes. Fair enough. Well, it's nearly 9:30 in the UK, so I'm gonna have to let the end stream end there. Ships to remember for next time. I think someone said the Shores, so I can give that a go. Hood, Gneisenhower. Did we do Hood? We did Hood. So Shores, Gneisenhower, Cleveland. I think that's everything. So I'd like to say thank you for everyone for turning up. Thank you, Pilot Guy, name it was, Mixer Gamer, Saxman, Las Vegas, type odd name here. Good lord, how many people we had today? We've had a lot of people tonight. It's been very interesting. That's dope. Shouting George. What I want to do is I want to just leave you with this. and just get the music on. And we'll just say thank you as we go through. But thank you. If you give the stream a like before you go, that'd be much appreciated. Try to see if I recognise any more names. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, everyone. It's Paul. Yeah. Thank you, JP. If I've forgotten your name, I'm sorry, but thank you. Just seeing if there's anyone from early on in the stream that I may have missed. I think that's everyone, but thank you, everyone. Until next Friday, have a good one.